Whether you can't get enough of Walmart's savings, or you get overwhelmed when you even think about entering a huge big box store, you have to admit that Walmart is an almost unparalleled success story. After all, it started as a 5 and dime in Bentonville, Arkansas, and grew into a retail giant that does more than $500 billion in sales and has more than 2 million employees. If all you know about Walmart is the rollback deals and superstore savings, read on to find out more. In this video, we're going to show you 10 crazy things you need to know about Walmart. We're OnlyBrands, the channel dedicated to bringing you awesome, regular content on the world's hottest brands. Let's do this. Number 1, the largest retailer on the planet. Based in Bentonville, Arkansas, this multinational corporate giant operates a large chain of discount department stores that are based around offering the best price to their customers for a variety of goods. Walmart stores sell everything from groceries to musical instruments to guns and everything in between. This business, founded by Sam Walton in 1962, has grown to a significant presence worldwide. They own approximately 11,700 stores and operate under 59 different names in 28 different countries. For example, Walmart operates as Best Price in India, Asda in the United Kingdom, and Seiyu Group in Japan. Walmart was run by founder Sam Walton until his death in 1992. Ownership then passed on to his heirs, who hold 51% of the company, making Walmart Incorporated a publicly traded, family-owned company. Incidentally, the Waltrons are also the richest family in the world, with billions and billions of dollars in combined net worth. This enormous firm holds a significant amount of influence over the world we live in today. Number 2, they have a huge share of the American grocery market. When you think of a grocery store, chances are you think of places like Safeway, Albertsons, or perhaps Super One. However, Walmart also holds a significant amount of the grocery market. In fact, they provided approximately 14.5% of all food purchases in America in 2016. This figure is more than twice that of their nearest competitor, Kroger, who had about 7.2% of the sales. The firm even owns their own in-house brand, Great Value, that is one of the highest rated store brands in the entire nation. Walmart still holds the top position as far as selling groceries to Americans goes. However, they may soon be displaced by the same-day grocery delivery due to the recent Amazon Whole Foods deal. This means that they should focus on building up the infrastructure to compete with Amazon, who has already taken a lot of their business from both their online and brick-and-mortar stores. Number 3, founder Sam Walton's first store was a franchise. Before Sam Walton opened Walmart, he acquired a branch of a Ben Franklin convenience store. This was a pretty good method of testing the waters before trying anything serious. Walton quickly began exercising his entrepreneurial spirit with the store, introducing many new ideas that helped his store become profitable quickly. Some small conveniences were an ice cream machine and constantly stocked shelves. Walton's biggest success with his Ben Franklin store was finding suppliers who could provide the same, or similar, products for less than what he was paying. He then passed these savings off to the customer, inventing a new method of doing business in which the firm makes their profit on quantity of sales rather than profit margins. It was incredibly successful as well, bringing the store's annual income up by over $125,000 per year. By the way, a lot of hard work and care goes into these videos, so if you could help us out and click the subscribe button, we would greatly appreciate it. Number 4, the modern-day Walmart Museum used to be Walton's store. The Walmart Museum is currently located in Bentonville, Arizona, and has a variety of exhibits on display about the history of the firm. One thing that visitors see is that the museum is in the same location as the Walton's 5 and 10, another Ben Franklin franchise opened up by Sam Walton in 1950. This was also the first business that ever held the Walton name. Sam Walton and his family moved to Bentonville in 1950 due to never reaching a lease agreement with his former landlord for his first popular and successful franchise. He opened the Walton's 5 and 10 in the town square. You can even see a reflection of his early frugality in the ceiling tiles. They came in red and green, but were not uniform in color. The savings Walton had on these tiles enabled him to pass it on to the customers. Just one example of Walton's particular method of doing business. Number 5. They once operated the largest private satellite network. In 1987, Walmart successfully completed their $24 million private satellite network. It was meant to provide a connection between every single store that the company owned within their headquarters at Bentonville. This made it the largest private satellite network ever created when it was launched. In these days before the internet, corporates still needed a way to track their sales and inventory. This is why the satellite network, which boasted two-way voice and data transmission, was so successful. In addition, they were able to send more personalized messages to their stores with one-way video communication that this network also offered. Number 6. They provided relief for Hurricane Katrina victims. In 2005, Hurricane Katrina slammed into the South, killing many people and destroying a lot of property and infrastructure. One of the towns most greatly affected by this force of nature was New Orleans. Luckily, Walmart stepped in at the behest of their generous former CEO, H. Lee Scott, who called for a response from Walmart that reflected the chain's size and impact. The firm eventually donated around $20 million to relief efforts, as well as 100,000 meals worth of food, 1,500 trucks of merchandise, and even promised any of their workers who had been displaced a job as soon as things were up and running again. The most fascinating aspect of Walmart's response to the storm is that they responded before the Federal Emergency Management Agency even started to provide relief. This was due to their intimate knowledge of local infrastructure and supply chains, which allowed them to deliver relief quickly and efficiently. Number 7. They are committed to green operations. In 2005, Walmart unveiled a plan for how they were going to reduce their environmental impact. This announced their intention to cut down on waste production, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and boost their energy efficiency. According to former CEO Scott, they needed to take care of the environment because it affects everyone, including them and their customers. In order to achieve environmental friendliness, the store put a significant amount of cash in developing new ways to stay green. For example, they introduced innovations that would increase the fuel mileage in their trucks and would also reduce the emissions produced by said trucks. Another crazy innovation was the use of used oil, both motor oil and cooking oil, to heat an entire store. This aggressive pursuit of their environmental goals definitely fits the modus operandi of this retail giant. That was an especially juicy fact, right? I think that one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Number 8. They created their own electricity company. This firm is always trying to find ways to reduce their own bills so they can pass the savings on to their customers. One of their boldest decisions was to help found and eventually acquire an energy company called Texas Retail Energy. Their main intent was to purchase electricity for their stores at wholesale prices, saving them around $15 million per year. It's also important to note that upon their complete acquisition of the firm, Walmart gained the ability to provide consumers with electricity. In a deregulated environment, this could spell disaster for other firms, as Walmart is known to cut costs on pretty much everything they do. This could also lead to Walmart's power being a lot cheaper than others, cutting these other firms out of the game. Number 9. They opened an upscale location. Usually Walmart is known as a bare bones department store. They generally only provide their products at excellent prices and may also feature a few alcove shops. Usually these consist of banks, fast food, and salons, among other types of businesses. Walmart pushed their own boundaries, however, when they opened an upscale supercenter in Plano, Texas. This new take on Walmart included a lot of expensive goods, such as wine, fine jewelry, and a lot of high-end electronics. In addition, the firm appealed to their high-end clientele with the espresso bar and sushi bar on the premises. Plus, they boasted free, fast Wi-Fi. A lot of the features of the Plano Supercenter have never been seen before in other Walmarts. Number 10. They had a mail order snack delivery service. Walmart Labs is an innovation-centric Silicon Valley-based wing of the multinational firm. They introduced most of the technological initiatives that the firm supports. One of them was the creation of Goodies Co., a monthly subscription site that offered around 8 snack samples for only $7 per month. Though there were similar services already out there, Walmart severely undercut them on the price. Goodies Co. was an ingenious way of conducting market research while having the customers pay for it. They could advertise new products and let consumers try them. However, this section of Walmart ended up closing down in 2013. They ended up applying what they'd learned to a lot of other parts of doing business. For example, they added a few popular products to Walmart.com. We appreciate you sticking around to the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed, but why stop now? Click these videos here for more awesome content.